Most people would never link Israel and Somalia. They seem worlds apart, one a high-tech Middle Eastern nation, the other a fractured state on Africa's Horn. Yet, beneath the surface, a hidden story connects them. Secret interests, strategic geography, and shared threats. Somalia's northern coastlines, the Gulf of Aden, a vital waterway for Israel's economy and security. What happens in Somalia ripples across the sea, reaching Israel's ports. Israel needs secure shipping lanes. Somali actors need powerful allies. This strange, secret bond is built on necessity, not friendship. As the Red Sea crisis deepens, this hidden relationship is moving closer to the surface. The Red Sea is more than a body of water. It's a global economic highway. At its southern end, the Bab al-Mandab Strait connects the Indian Ocean to the Mediterranean, with nearly 15% of global trade passing through. Since late 2023, Houthi attacks have turned the Red Sea into a conflict zone, forcing ships to reroute and raising costs. Israel is at the center, responding with airstrikes in Yemen. Now, Israel needs partners along the Gulf of Aden. The Horn of Africa's shores have become crucial for intelligence and security. The next moves here will shape global trade and security for years to come. Israel's relationship with Somali actors didn't start with the Houthi crisis. It's a story decades in the making. During the Cold War, Israel's periphery doctrine sought alliances with non-Arab states to counter hostile neighbors. This led to secret, tentative contacts with Somalia after its independence. Officially, Somalia condemned Israel as a member of the Arab League. But behind closed doors, pragmatism sometimes outweighed ideology. Somali leaders, seeking aid and support, occasionally sent secret envoys to Israel. These meetings were never acknowledged, whispers in the corridors of power. The collapse of Somalia's central government in 1991 changed everything. The country fractured. In the north, Somaliland declared independence and built a relatively stable government. This new reality allowed Israel to engage with specific Somali actors, especially Somaliland, without Arab League complications. The focus shifted from formal relations to discrete, targeted partnerships. Contacts were often facilitated by third parties, focusing on security, intelligence, and development. For Somaliland, Israel offered a path to recognition and a powerful ally. For Israel, a stable partner in the Horn of Africa was invaluable. This quiet, pragmatic contact laid the groundwork for deeper cooperation as Red Sea threats intensified. The whispers across the water have become strategic conversations. The stage was set for covert action. In modern warfare, information is the ultimate weapon. Israel's involvement in Somalia centers on intelligence and counterterrorism. The region is a hotbed for extremist groups like Al-Shabaab and ISIS affiliates, threatening both local and international security. Israeli intelligence agencies prioritize monitoring these groups, tracking their networks, and disrupting their plans. Unmarked drones reportedly conduct surveillance over Somalia, gathering crucial data on militant camps and movements. This intelligence is often shared with international partners fighting terrorism in the region. Israel provides technology. In return, it gains a clearer picture of threats brewing in the Horn of Africa. There are allegations of direct action, mysterious airstrikes on terrorist targets, unofficially attributed to Israel. These operations are never confirmed, but the precision suggests a capable force at work. This hidden alliance is built on shared enemies and mutual benefit. For Somali security forces, Israeli intelligence is a game changer. For Israel, it's forward defense, containing threats before they reach its shores. The Houthi attacks have only reinforced this logic. The fight against extremism and the fight to secure the Red Sea are now two sides of the same coin. Covert presence has become a necessity, not a choice. Amid Somalia's fragmentation, Somaliland stands out as a point of stability. For over 3 decades, it's maintained its own government and security forces, but lacks international recognition. This quest for sovereignty makes Somaliland's leaders open to unconventional alliances. They see partnership with Israel as a potential path to recognition and security. For Israel, Somaliland's 740-kilometer coastline along the Gulf of Aden is a strategic asset, perfect for monitoring the Bab al-Mandab Strait and Houthi activity. Reports suggest Israel is interested in establishing a military or intelligence base in Somaliland. The region's stability makes it a reliable partner for long-term strategic investment. The 2024 Ethiopia-Somaliland deal, granting Ethiopia sea access, highlighted Somaliland's willingness to use geography as leverage. For Israel, this bold pragmatism is appealing. A partnership would be a marriage of convenience. Somaliland gains a powerful patron, Israel gains a strategic outpost. The logic is undeniable, even if no formal agreements exist yet. As the Red Sea crisis continues, Somaliland's value only grows. The stage is set for a more public alliance. The next move could reshape the region's balance of power. Somaliland's future may hinge on this hidden partnership. Israel's quiet moves in the Horn of Africa haven't gone unnoticed. Somalia opposes any direct relationship between Israel and Somaliland, seeing it as a threat to its territorial integrity. Iran, Israel's main regional rival, views this as a threat to its influence and support for the Houthis in Yemen. Egypt, a key Red Sea power, is also wary of shifting alliances. The Horn of Africa is becoming a chessboard for proxy conflicts. The region's fragile stability hangs in the balance, with civilians at risk. The United Arab Emirates is a key power broker in the Horn of Africa. The UAE's financial clout and strategic vision have built deep ties with Somaliland, including the development of Berbera Port and a military base. The Abraham Accords made Israel and the UAE public allies, opening the door to joint military and intelligence cooperation. The UAE is now mediating between Israel and Somaliland, leveraging its influence to facilitate sensitive talks. Together, Israel, the UAE, and Somaliland form a strategic triangle on the Gulf of Aden. The UAE's moves are reshaping the region's power dynamics, and the outcome will echo far beyond its shores. If Israel's secret ties with Somalia and Somaliland grow, the Horn of Africa faces two possible futures. The first is one of potential benefits. Cooperation could bring advanced technology, investment, and a path to recognition for Somaliland. Israeli and American lobbying might finally secure Somaliland's place on the world stage. Regional security could improve with coordinated efforts against terrorism and piracy. A secure Red Sea would benefit global trade and local economies. In this scenario, Israel's involvement is a stabilizing force, building capacity and fostering development. But there's a darker path. Israel's presence could provoke Iran and escalate proxy warfare on Somali soil. Iran and its allies might boost support for extremist groups, turning Somalia into a new battleground. The country's fragile stability could shatter, with devastating consequences for civilians. Other regional powers like Egypt and Saudi Arabia may react to the shifting balance, risking a new Cold War in the Horn. Instead of stability, Israel's involvement could ignite new rivalries and deepen old ones. The promise of security could be overshadowed by geopolitical competition. The people of Somalia and Somaliland risk being caught in a conflict not of their making. The stakes are high and the outcome uncertain. The next moves will determine which path the region takes. The story of Israel's secret influence in Somalia is still unfolding. Much remains hidden, but the strategic logic is stronger than ever. The Red Sea crisis has made this relationship an urgent necessity. Israel's maritime security now depends on reliable partners in the region. Old barriers are eroding as shared threats bring Israel and Somali actors closer. The future will likely see this hidden relationship become more visible. Somaliland's leaders are determined to leverage their geography for international support. The UAE is actively building a new security architecture in the region. Israel, facing direct attacks from Yemen, has every reason to deepen its presence. A formal partnership, security agreements, liaison offices, or even a joint military facility seems increasingly likely. This alliance could reshape the Horn of Africa, bringing stability or sparking new conflicts. The people of Somalia and Somaliland will feel the consequences most directly. The world is watching even if it can't see the full picture. The quiet deals of today will shape tomorrow's headlines. The only question left, what happens next?